Hello, YouTube family. This is Ravi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much, guys. I am close to 12K subscriber. I am so thankful for you for all the love you are giving to my videos. And I'm happy to introduce a session, or you can say a series now, 1 week from now, which is the month of first week of October, HRST, Human Resource Service Delivery. I am going to bring a new series on HRST where there will be close to let's say 20, 30 videos on HRSD, where we learn HRSD administration and implementation part as well over here. And that is going to be started from first week of October. Today, I brought you a very interesting video, which is nothing but your SSO implementation. How you can implement your SSO. SSO, everyone knows about it. Like when you are joining any organization, let's take an example. Let me open my snipping tool as favorite, as always. So for example, we have, let's say this is our PC, for example. And in our company, we have multiple websites, website number 1, website number 2, website number 3. But all these websites, all this address, we use a single email ID. We call as a single email ID. With this single email ID, you can access all these websites. This is termed as a single sign-on, SSO. So how you can implement that in ServiceNow in PDI? So in the general term, in your organization, there are different tools like Azure, and there are Google Authenticators, a lot of third-party tools which use for SSO integrations. Here I am using a concept of free ServiceNow. From ServiceNow to SSO, obviously we are going to use the free instance, and the free instance is your SSO circle. This is the place, SSO circle. This is out of the box, you can say, not out of the box in terms of ServiceNow, but out of the box in terms of Google. This is available freely to everyone. This is called SSO circle. You open this SSO circle, we will call this particular SSO on our ServiceNow. So we have to configure something. So first of all, we are going to register here an account. So here you can go here and type register. The website name is called ssocircle.com. And if you just go to register, or not here, go back, click on this and go to register. And here you can provide your details, like I have provided Snow007. Like that, you can provide your username, your password, first name, last name, full address, and your email ID. Once you're done on this, go back here and click on login. I'm going to log in. Okay. Once you log in, it's give you something like this. And you will notice here, any email ID you choose. This is my personal email ID. You can choose your email ID. Please don't bombard emails over here. I'm so sorry. I will not be able to respond to you. This is just a dummy email ID which you can use. Any email ID you can use. Only thing is that you have to validate it. Okay, so this is called SSO profile, and come back to ServiceNow. So how we can integrate this with ServiceNow? But let's understand what is SSO. As I explained you, it is single sign-on. So I have already opened a web page for you, which is called from Cloudflare. I have seen this website have given pretty much better understanding on SSO. We'll notice here, it is a technology which combines several different application login screen into one. One login, one password distributed throughout your websites. If I go to this image, let's say one website is your payslip. Let's say one website is your compensation in your company. One website is your leave request. So for all these websites, we need a common email ID. And in your company, they might be using third-party authenticator like Azure, Google. They have other types of authenticator. Here in our case, we are using this SSO circle. This is the website SSO circle, and here we have to create our own user profile, and then we can use this integrated over there. Come back to this SSO. So yeah, this is single login. Scroll down. How does SSO login works? So when you log into SSO through any third-party source or any medium, whatever the medium you choose, whatever it is, it will create an authentication token. This token will be validated over here. whatever the email ID and the password you will give here, that will be validated over here. And this will allow you to verify the user. Like when you open your Google Authenticator or Microsoft Authenticator in your app, it will generate a random 6-digit number, correct? That 6-digit number is responsible for you to log into that particular application. As simple as that. So we are validating the user, correct? So this is how it works. So it will validate over here. It is additional because the security. You don't have to remember your password. Every time it will go to the SSO, and then you one-time password is done and you will log in back to this particular screen. And then from here, it will redirect back to your ServiceNow. So if I explain you with another smaller term, well, let's suppose this is ServiceNow and this is a wall called SSO and this is user. So you have to access ServiceNow. So your login request should hit this SSO wall, and SSO wall will authenticate this user in the ServiceNow. ServiceNow will get it back your response, say that yes, this user found it, and then it will go and access, you will be able to access the ServiceNow instance. So that as a interface you can say, just for understanding. So this is called your SSO. For that in ServiceNow, we will go to Fall. I just type plugin. We have out of the box plugin in ServiceNow. Make sure that you install that plugin. First of all, come here and type multi. If you notice, I have multi-factor authentication or not. Let me check. Identity. I don't have identity provider. That is nothing but an SSO circle. So here we go to the application manager and here we will search for, just type SSO, enter. Once you enter, integrated multi sign-on. Yeah, this is the one which we have to install. Open this and just install this. So you can see this is a multi-provider single sign-on plugin that enable organization to authenticate against multiple IDPs. IDPs are nothing but identity providers. Your Azure AD, your LDAP servers, your SSO circle. These are IDPs from where we will do a request using SAML. I'll talk about what is SAML. Just first of all, let's install and let load with the demo data. Perfect. Click on install. Once you click on install, it will take some time. So until it is taking time, we will understand one important concept called SAML. SAML. This SAML stands for security, S for security, L for language. What about A and me? So here we are going to use assertion. The term assertion means inserting something, not insertion. So security assertion markup language. This particular thing work on XML based protocol. What is this XML? Like we have our update set XMLs, record XMLs. Similarly, we have the data format XML based transferring, you can say, protocol, and this allow you to transfer the data from one instance to another. So remember, SAML stands for security assertion markup language, and it is XML based. This is used to transferring your identity, your user details to your IDP and to your ServiceNow. I am taking ServiceNow as an example. So this allow you to communicate, channel, like an interface. You will allow them to insert into it. So for example, you just started working in a new company, let's say XYZ, and they are giving you a work email address and access to all the dashboard. So if you once you sign into that dashboard, you are presented with icons on external server like Salesforce, AWS, as Jira, and much more. And then you will click on Salesforce icon and magic will happen. You will just go to that. You just have to provide your credentials, only your, not Salesforce credentials, the same credentials, but your Salesforce is connected to SSO. So that will allow you to integrate. So keep in your mind, we use all this technique through this assertion markup language. So what we will do is, once it is installed, it is 35%. I am doing everything live. It takes only 10 to 15 minutes to set up all these activities inside your ServiceNow, guys. So through single sign-on, we will be able to log into our service now through this channel. So I'm providing extra layer of security. So again, I'm just repeating, just go to SSO circle and just open the first one and click on sign in, register, my bad, register. And once you register, I think I have already logged this. It is not giving me that option. So I've already registered. You also register and you provide the details. It could be any email ID. Make sure that your email ID is sometime at least to validate it. And then we will go and configure it over here. So it is 41%. So let's wait for a few more minutes and I will little bit fast forward this video. So now this plugin is installed. And let me go back and just log out and log in back. Log out and I will close this page. Yeah. Yeah, log in. Log in back. So now, once the plugin is installed, you can find Multi-SSO module to be coming up on the left navigator, which is our favorite application navigator or filter navigator, whatever you want to say, you can say. Just type multi and now see Multi-SSO provider. Sorry. Now you have this option called identity provider. What is my identity provider? Here is your SSO circle. Now let's open this identity provider and come back here. You can see these are the demo data ServiceNow is given. We are not bothered about it. We will go with new and we are going to create our own SSO. So what I told about SAML, security assertion markup language, this allows us to send my IDP from ServiceNow to SAML. Sorry, SSO circle, and SSO circle we can log in back to ServiceNow. We will go with the SAML. And once you click on the SAML, table is going to be table of SAML is nothing but SAML 2 update 1 properties.2o. This is going to open and the form view is coming in front of us. And you will notice, just wait for the complete page to load. And you can see here, import identity provider metadata. So I need IDP metadata. Means I need Azure or Facebook or Google or SSO circle metadata to import here. So if you notice here, enter the URL or XML. As I mentioned about, SAML is an XML based protocol. So here we can use either XML or URL. So from where I will get it? So let's go back to the IDP and these details has to be provided by your IDP owners. Come here, we have this option called manage metadata. Once you click on it, okay, I need to log in back. Yeah, once you click on manage metadata, here we have this option called public IDP meta. If you click on it, we have this XML. So we can copy this XML and we can paste it, or we can directly copy this URL, come back to ServiceNow and paste it and click on import. Just click on import. Wait for a few seconds. Let it be. Come back to ServiceNow again. Open identity provider. You can see here. Oh, let me bring the creator date now. Okay, changes has been made to this field. So, okay, fine. Or you can just refresh it or reload the form. I think that would work. Let's close this back. Created on today. You can see here, just now it is created. Let's open it. See, all the details are auto available now. What is that? Your identity provider URL, the request, what is the user ID which we are going to use, everything, logout page. If something will not work out, it will go to the logout page. And if by default in ServiceNow, this out of the box script is created. This script is going to check the user email ID field. It means that whatever the email ID I have used here, let's go back. So let's go to my profile. My profile. This email ID should be present on my user profile. So who is my current logged in user? I am the one. I will go to the profile of system administrator. And as of now, I am going to provide the same email ID which I am using here. I am clicking on save now. Perfect. Let's go back. here, and again click on manage metadata. We have to add one last step over here, which is called add new service provider. Who is my service provider? ServiceNow. Come back, click on it, enter the service provider. So here we are going to provide the URL of ServiceNow, which is nothing but on the top we can copy. So copy this .com, paste it here. Attribute assertion, you can add everything. I'm going to check first name, last name, email address, user ID. Insert the SAML metadata of your service provider. So here, my service provider is ServiceNow. How I can get the metadata from ServiceNow? So you have to go to this identity provider, open this, which I have already opened, and you have this option called generate metadata. Click on this generate and it will generate you a random, not random, out of the box XML for you. And you can notice here, ID is this one and logout ID is this one. Everything is this. Copy, Control A, not like this, but copy. Come back here, paste it, scroll down, click on submit. Perfect. Metadata is successfully imported. This is the only thing which you have to do. So your IDP provider like SSO, Azure will ask about metadata. So you have to go to the identity provider table, open it over here, generate metadata and give it to them. So let me refresh the page now. And let's do the test connection, whether it is working or not. So click on test. And now see, it is redirecting to this page. It is asking you additional login needed. Perfect. I will going to log in now. Let's wait. Yes, as additional information is asking us that you are not a robot, obviously continue with single sign-on. And let's see, right access validation. And I should get everything as green, green, green. You can see test connection successfully, click on activate. So once you click on activate, this IDP will be activated over there. Perfect. And you can use default so that whenever you log in, it will ask for your default option. One more thing before I find up this particular video. We have this option called auto redirect IDP. Auto redirect IDP means whenever anyone will log in, it will auto redirect to this particular SSO provider, this SSO server. So how to achieve it? So first of all, is go back here, type Multi-SSO and scroll down, you have a property. Open the property and you have this option called enable Multi-SSO. And you can notice it is a read only. You cannot do anything. So how to make it non-read only? So you can see here to enable Multi-SSO, you first need to enable SSO recovery on this page. So click on it. And this is the SSO recovery page. You can see enable SSO recovery, click on save. The SSO property successfully updated. Go back, refresh the page. Step 2 is a setup. So you can set up your MFA, multi-factor authentication. Also, you can set up this QR code. Also, you can set up to log into this SSO. This is only applicable when you have the metadata in place. This is how you will do a multi-SSO also. And I have to scan this. So give me a second, guys. I will go to Authenticator. I will add a personal account as scan QR code. Perfect. I can scan it. And here the code is 534775. Pair the device. Enable account recovery. If you want, you can recover the account using this. Perfect. Save it. See, account pro is successfully added. And let's see whether it is updated or not. Still, it is not updated. So what is the problem now? Go back and enable. Save it. Please enable. Local login will be control refer to the policy. So I guess it should work now. Click on save. Go back. Type multi provider SSO. Go to the properties. And under that property, you can see this option is coming now. Perfect. Enable it and save it, guys. That's all. Just save it. Once you save it, it will enable the multi-SSO. Now you have two options to log in now. Either through this SAML request, which is nothing but your SSO circle, or through that Microsoft Authenticator. So let me show you both of the ways. So let me close this, close this, close this, close this, close this. Yeah, let it open. Let me go to incognito and just type the same URL which we are using.com. Copy, paste, enter. And let's see what it is telling us. And I hope you should understand this. Please save this. If you don't save it, it will not be updated. So now it is, I have to log out and log in back. So let me log out here. No problem. So let me log out and close this. What it is. So I logged out and let's log in back. So slash login. Click on login. And now validate multi-factor. Can you see here? I can provide the code. I'm going to try another way. And you can see this, it will send an email also. So let's try with Authenticator app first. So now the Authenticator app says a random number, let's say, 11578. This is one way of doing the authentication. First way we did with multi-factor authentication MFA. Perfect. But let me go back here to the history and open this account recovery property and disable it. And even disable this. And click on save. Let me save the record and the property saved. Now let's go back and log out. One last thing which we will do here is, I have closed all the windows. So let's go to again multi-SSO, multi-provider SSO. Go to the identity provider and just cross-validate everything is working or not, because this is very important. Once it is configured, the one which we have already done it, check what you have to cross-validate. First thing you have to cross-validate is auto redirect is work. It should be checked. Default should be checked because I'm going to go with a default operation. And here user field is email ID, email field. Let's go to the property and just, if you have by default username written here, change it to email. It was by default username, you should change it to email. In my case, it was username, I have changed it to email and just save it. Once you save it, SSO property has been updated. So I have shown you one way how you can log in with your phone to ServiceNow using this multi-factor authentication. Second point, guys, which you can do here is come back and check if this email has there. Go back, close everything, log out, and let's see whether it is working on. So just log out and just press enter. And you can notice here, it is redirecting me to that SSO circle page. And here I have to provide the password, which I have already saved. So click on login. And now this login page will authenticate with the email ID of the user present on the ServiceNow. And now once the access is validated, we will be redirected back to ServiceNow. So it is providing one high level of security so that it will bypass the SSO and going to the service. Similarly, what you have to do, I'm again repeating, you just have to go and install the plugin first. Then just go to multi-SSO. Once the plugin installed, you will get this option. Create identity provider through just importing an XML or just provide the URL, generate the metadata, go to SSO circle, put the metadata over there. And there you go. Just go to the property, enable this property. This property is not enabled. You have this option called account recovery, ACR. Scroll down, you have this option account recovery. Go to the property of account recovery and enable that property and set multi-factor authentication. And once you set up this account recovery, now you can set up QR code. That is nothing but your Microsoft Authenticator app. You can go and set your QR code and enable it. And that's all for today. So once you're done with this, just log out and just log in back and you will be redirected back to your SSO circle, which is nothing but your IDP provider. So you have to done a few setting changes and there you go, you will be redirected back to this page. That's all. And if you are already in the session, you don't have to log it back. It will automatically take it to that page. So that's all for today. If you have any question, do comment in the comment section. I will get back to you. Whether you're able to do it or not, let me know in the comment section. Till then, thank you so much. And stay tuned, guys, for the new HRSD series, which is going to be coming from the first week of October. Dates are not yet finalized. I will post that dates as well. So keep supporting, keep loving, be glad. Thank you so much. Have a nice evening. Bye bye.